Hi everyone! Today I want to show you how I make these cute little earrings. They're really elegant and shiny in appearance, but they're really light in weight as well. A few of my friends has already asked me about them, so I thought it would be really nice if I show you how I make them. It really comes in no time just to make a pair of them. It looks complicated, but it's actually really simple. If you want to know how I make them, please keep watching. These are the materials that you need. You need a Swarovski Rivoli in 14mm. This is in Crystal AB. It's a very beautiful color. You need some Swarovski Bicones. This is 3mm in Crystal AB as well. This is Miyuki seed beads. It's in 11O, they're silver in color. This is Toho seed beads in 15O, a matte yellow color. This is just an additional color. This is also a 15O, so that when I beat the back of the earrings, it'll be easy for you to see how does the beadwork work. You need a needle, and you need a thread. I'm using a Nymo here. You do not need to use Fireline or Wildfire for this project because of the beadwork here. It's quite complex, so you run through the beadwork several times and you'll make the beadwork stronger, so a Nymo thread will actually work really well. So I'm using a size D. A size D is about 0.3mm and a size B is about 0.2mm. It's up to you which one you prefer to use. And definitely you need a wax because when you're using Nymo, it's very easy for them to frill. So make sure that you wax through the whole length of the thread before you start your beadwork. Trust me, it is the most important step before you start your beadwork. Before we start, I actually forgot to mention that you actually need a ear stud. This ear stud is only 6mm in size, so it will be hidden behind the earring. Okay, I've already threaded the needle with the Nymo thread, and I've already waxed through them. So let's get started. You need about 9 of these 3mm Swarovski and 9 of the Miyuki. So 1 of the Swarovski and 1 Miyuki, 1 Swarovski and 1 Miyuki until you get 9 of each. Okay, you have 9 of them, so push them down till the end. I just have to make sure that I have 9 of them before I closed the round. Okay, so I'll pass through the round again, okay, to make it a circle. You don't have to have them really tight. It's better to have it really loose so that it's easier for you to pass through all the beads again. Okay, at this point we can do a surgeon's knot. So put your left on the top of the longer thread. Okay, pass through from behind to the front and slowly make a knot. Make sure that you don't knot on any other bead. Okay, now your left, it's the longer thread. Put it on the top. Pass through from behind again, and this time pass through 2 times. Okay, slowly make a knot, and then you can actually remove your needle and thread it onto the shorter thread, pass through several of the beads, do a half hitch knot, and cut it off. I've cut off the shorter thread and I've thread on my needle to the longer ones. And now I can pass through several beads. Okay. And I will then start a different round, a second round. So I'm coming out from a 12-0 seed bead. I will take 4 of the 15-0, okay, and go through the silver seed beads again. Alright. And I'll do that for the rest of the round, which will be another 8 times. So I've completed the second round. It actually looks really good at this point already. So I'm coming out from a silver seed beads. I'm going to step up to the 15-0 seed beads and I'm going to pass through 3 of them. Okay. And I'm going to pick up one 3mm Swarovski and pass through 2 out of the 4 seed beads that I've beaded on just now. So, okay, I'm going to do that again. Pick up one 3mm, pass through the second 15-0 and the third, and do that again, pass through the second and third. Okay, and I'll see you at the end of the round. So I'm at my last Swarovski and I'm going to pass through the last seed beads here, the second and the third, and I'm also going to pass through the first 3mm that I've added on. Okay, I'm going to pick up 2 of the silver 12-0 and I'm going to pass through the Swarovski. I'm going to skip the 2 15-0 here. Again, 2 of the silver seed beads to the Swarovski. And I'll see you at the end of the round. Now at this point you can already see that the beadwork has started to curl up. It's not flat anymore when you pull tight. Okay, I'm going to add the last couple of silver seed beads. I'm going to pass through the 3mm and a couple of silver seed beads. Okay, and I'm going to pass through the beadwork for a second time just to have a stronger project. I've already passed through the beadwork a second time, so now I'm going to add a different row. So to achieve this look, we are actually at this point right here now, and we should be adding actually 3 of the yellow color, but because the beadwork is quite complex, I want to show you in a different color so it's easier to follow. So instead of 3 yellow, I'll go for 1 yellow, 1 blue, and 1 yellow. And I'll actually come out from a couple of silver seed beads and I'll go through the next couple. Okay, again I'll add 1 yellow, 1 blue, 1 yellow, and I'll add to the next couple of silver seed beads. 1 yellow, one blue, one yellow to the next couple of silver seed beads. So I'm at the end of the round. I'll add one yellow, one blue, one yellow for the last time. I'll pass through the couple of silver. Okay. And then I'll step up to the yellow and blue seed beads. Okay. And now I'm able to add a different round. So at this point, you can actually put the Rivoli inside. Alright, they should be able to sit very nicely. Okay, so now I can actually add a different round. I'll add a yellow, a blue, a yellow. I'm coming out from a blue seed bead, and I will connect to the next blue bead. Alright. Now you can choose to actually remove the Rivoli, and once you have a tighter beadwork, and then you can place them in. I prefer it that way as well. So again, a yellow, blue, yellow. I'll add them to the next blue seed beads. Okay, you can start to pull tight at this point. Okay, yellow, blue, yellow. Alright, it's almost towards the end of it, so I prefer to put them in right now. To put the Rivoli inside so that it's tighter. So I can put, so I'll add yellow, blue, yellow to the next bead. Yellow, blue, yellow. Okay. Oops. Sometimes it'll drop out. It's common. And the last yellow, blue, yellow to the last blue bead. Alright. Just have to adjust it a little bit so that the Rivoli is at the center of it. Okay, now we will have to step up. So I'm coming out from this blue seed beads. I'll step up, which means I'll go to the next blue bead here. Okay, and again I'll do the same. Yellow, blue, yellow. I'll add to the next. Okay, so just to explain, I'm not adding to this blue. I'm adding to the second row's blue. Okay, so or in another way, I'm actually going to skip one in the middle, but as you can see, this is actually the first row, this is the second. Alright, so I'll add to the second. So I'm at my last addition to the third round. At this point, it's a little bit tricky when you're trying to end the round, because it's more complex at this area. But bear in mind, we have already added our third round, so this is the first. I hope you'll be able to see. Okay, this is clearer. This is the first round that we've added, and this is the second. Okay, and this is the third. So for the last, you would always try to remember it such a way that you're skipping one blue and you're adding to the next blue. Okay, now they are nicely done at this point, and at this point I would actually want to step up, I will go through the yellow and the blue. So each time when you step up, remember that you step up to the blue seed beads. But this is just an example for you to follow. In order to achieve this look, you would actually have to use one color. But it's really up to you, like, because it's the back of the earring. You can have, for the first time, you can do it in 2 different colors. Or if you only have one color at the moment, you can try this. Okay? So I'll continue on. So I'm coming out from a blue bead, and I'll add another blue bead to the next blue bead. Okay? And I'll pull tight. So adding the second blue bead. Okay? I've already added the first here, and I'll skip one of the blue here, and I'll add to the next blue. Alright, pick up another blue, skip the blue here, add to the next blue. Okay, pull tight. Okay, add one blue, skip the blue here, add to the next blue. Alright, so I have the earring stud here, and I can add them to the middle of the third round. All right. Okay. You can slowly push it in. All right. So here you go. And I can continue to add one of the blue to the next, skip one, and add to the next. Okay, pull tight, and over here I will, when we have reached the blue that is near to the stud, I will actually add 2 of the seed beads, the blue seed beads, and pass through the blue seed beads that is near to the stud. I'm going to add 2, pull tight. Again, same thing. I'm adding 2 to the next blue. And pull tight. Okay. I'll add one more blue till the next. And the last one to the next blue bead. And I actually step up as well to the next blue. Alright, so at this point you can go back and reinforce the beadwork the second time, so which means you're passing through the beadworks again, and the end result would be like this. Okay, so I'll just pass through the beadwork again to reinforce it. So this is the finished look. It's looking really pretty and shiny. It's because of the crystal AB Rivoli and the Bicones from Swarovski that I used. So what I did just now was I just removed all of the blue seed beads, and I continue to bead on using the yellow seed beads that I have. And I passed through them several times just to have a very secure beadwork. Especially the edge here, I've passed through them several times. And I just cut off the end of the threads. I did not actually do a half hitch knot because the beadwork is really strong at this point. It's really not easy to come apart. So if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to share them to your friends. And I'll see you again.